Let's go. Come on, Billy. Be a hitter, Bill. Come on, Bill. Right field.
No problem, Gino. This guy blows dead dogs. Just lay it in there.
Eat shit and die, Ricky.
Eat shit and live, Bill.
Yeah, Bill. He's a little wet. Come on, Bill.
Chris Scalzo here with
Matt Howell.
This week on the first round, Matt and I are going to discuss Damian McCarthy's Hokum. It's McCarthy's Hollywood debut after finding indie success with Caveat and Oddity. Adam Scott stars in this ghost witch mystery thriller that begs the question, what even is reality, man? And then I'm going to close out the show by sharing the big releases on physical media and making, for physical media fans, probably one of the biggest announcements I've ever done for this show. I saw this news and I almost fell out of my chair. Let's start everything off, though, with a clip from Hokum.
First time in Ireland.
My folks came here for their honeymoon. Always wanted to come back.
Why didn't they?
I don't know if you've noticed, but there are some oddballs walking around this place.
There are worse things than strangers out there, Yank.
One of the members of staff is missing.
What about the honeymoon suite?
It's always locked.
That sounds ominous, Matt. Why don't you tell the fine folks on the road, or maybe they're home, they're working out, they're petting their dog, just relaxing after a long day, maybe going for a morning walk and grab that coffee. What is Hokum all about?
Well, Adam Scott plays a famous author named Ohm, who is wrapping up his popular Conquistador series, and he's kind of stuck on the very ending. So while he's trying to write out this ending in his home, he sees a vision of his dead mother while he's writing, and he kind of gets a wild hair to finally spread his mother and father's ashes, and decides to do it at the hotel where they honeymooned in Ireland, specifically at a tree from a picture that was taken at the time of the honeymoon with his mother in it. He goes to the hotel, has generally a prickly demeanor to most of the hotel staff, but he befriends the bartender named Fiona, and he learns that the honeymoon suite is haunted, supposedly. An event happens where he is hospitalized, and when he gets out, he finds that Fiona is missing, and he is convinced, along with a mushroom-loving weirdo from the woods, that she is in the honeymoon suite, and they're going to get in there and look for her.
Fantastic, Matt. What are your thoughts on Hokum? Have you seen Caveat or Oddity?
I saw Oddity. I enjoyed Oddity.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
It's kind of a take on the Mummy kind of thing, too, as well.
Yeah.
Man, I got to catch up with that. I've heard pretty good things about it. In fact, that's what prompted Adam Scott to be in this film, because he really liked Oddity, and he wanted to work with McCarthy. So what are your thoughts on Hokum? Is it a great, fun little ghost story? Is this a nice Hollywood debut for McCarthy? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I will say Adam Scott was right to like Oddity, and I think Oddity is a lot better than this. I think this is a little too ambitious. It's not really super straightforward. It has a lot of different tonal shifts. Is it, it's scary. It's kind of funny at times. Is this a hallucination? Is it a mystery? Is it a, murder whodunit kind of thing? And at different points in this thing, I'm like, I don't know if I'm on board with this. It's not the one other film I've seen of his was very straightforward, very heavy on atmosphere, very suspenseful. This is like, I don't think it knows what tone it's necessarily going for. And while there are parts that I really like, the kind of ghost, supernatural, folklore-y parts of it that I was kind of hoping to get out of this is kind of tertiary to everything that's going on. And I think they kind of lose me in the horror film aspect when they're talking about the kind of turning this into a Knives Out mystery, right? It's like what happened to Fiona and who did what to her and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know. I just think I wish it was more of a supernatural horror film.
Yeah, and I would add too to that. It's not so much like a Knives. There's no humor, I think.
Right.
That the Knives Out winking franchise has, but what Matt's saying in regards to the mystery part of it, I do agree. I think he plays it a little too safe here. I did enjoy having kind of a throwback kind of ghost story, and that's what it is, maybe. And the problem you can run into with these is that it's a film you've seen before, but if it's made well, you can forgive its shortcomings, which I think there are some here, but I think they're limited. I think there are some rock solid jump scares in this as well. I've read online previously that McCarthy is fantastic with jump scares, but maybe that's more Oddity. And then Caveat, though, again, I thought they were well done here. But I think I'm a little disappointed in the potential resolution of the film. I think McCarthy gives you options, but I think that providing those options as to what's happening kind of underwhelms the thrills for it. It's up to you kind of to see where you land on it when the final reveal kind of hits. But I think giving the audience member that option is a mistake. I love leaning into these kind of myths and folklores of other countries. We've talked about it many times on the show. Though I agree with Matt, it's the atmosphere of that isn't really here. Like, I don't think I would really even be able to tell you if this film took place in Ireland if people didn't say it to you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I didn't. The atmosphere for that, the aesthetics, it's not grounded in that for me, unfortunately. It makes me want to continue to pursue these films. And maybe when that Severin box set goes on sale again, all the Hauntsby hours, I'll finally pick it up. I think last year it was on sale for like 50% off. So if it hits that mark, maybe I'll try it then. Because I've always enjoyed this stuff. But I have to agree with you. I think there's enough here to be enjoyable as a ghost story. I think that Scott plays a jerk very well. Kind of a man haunted by his childhood and the loss of his mother. And he shifts into a slightly lesser jerk throughout the film that feels, I think, earned and authentic. But, I mean, he straight out assaults a guy in the film at one point, and he is really just a jackass. He is not a likable character, which is fine, and I believe Scott had said he had a lot of fun playing him that way. But I think I would have appreciated a meaner streak in this film that just isn't really there.
Yeah.
And McCarthy said the original ending was much more dour. It was a much darker film when he first wrote it. And he decided that's not the movie he wanted to make. And I'm just kind of disappointed by that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's all this talk about a witch, right? And I was really looking forward to, like Chris said, a look on Irish folklore, witches, fairies, whatever it was going to be. I thought that would have been a really interesting take. And I mean, I'd be hard pressed to tell you, when the witch shows up in this, right? Is it a ghost? Is it a witch? Is it a haunted house? Like, kind of all this stuff. Like, I think it had potential, and I just think it unfortunately exceeded his grasp. But again, I will say, I think the director has it in him to make a really good, solid film. I haven't seen Caveat, but again, if you haven't seen Oddity, go check it out. It's a fun, creepy little movie.
Is it on Shudder right now? I feel like it is.
It might be. I'm not sure.
It looks like it's available on Hulu at this moment.
Okay. Well, there you go.
You can check it out there.
There's your streaming pick of the week, folks.
Done and done.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking, Matt, for Hokum then? I'm sitting at a B. I mean, I had enough fun with it. I enjoyed it at least a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little harsher. I'm going to say it's a C+. I think it's enjoyable enough, but it left me wanting a lot more.
I think, too, I'm safe in saying this, that I think I can grow a better beard than Adam Scott, which makes me happy.
Yeah.
We both have strong hair, but it's always good when I can beat a big Hollywood star guy with some kind of aesthetic thing. Because I don't have a lot going on.
But you got the follicles for the facial hair.
Yeah, barely. But yeah. So that's good. If you've had a chance to see Hokum, which is currently in theaters, and it's performing reasonably well, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email at feedback@thefirstrun.com. Matt, let me run through some of the big releases on physical media. I'm going to play a clip to get us through. It's not, I guess, really the big announcement, but it's still a reasonably interesting release this week, at least in 4K for all you comedy fans out there.
Hey, not Air Marshal John. You want to get back in that restroom and not rest?
No. I have to get back to my seat.
Yeah, you got to get back on my seat. You get it?
No, I think, I definitely got it.
Uh-oh. What's that?
I got to get back to my seat. Could you just move your leg, please? I got to go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody found a souvenir. You feel that steam heat coming? That's for my undercarriage.
Okay.
That can go up and higher.
Okay.
John, get us a blanket.
No.
I gotta take a whiz and I'll be right back. Cool.
One of the strongest parts of Maids, plural, is Melissa McCarthy. That's the clip when she harasses, we'll say flirts, with her actual real-life husband, Ben Falcone. So that's getting released in 4K, Matt. And I'll tell you what the big announcement is before we talk about what's coming up on May 12th.
I think I might have a guess as to what it might be. Okay. I don't know, but I'm curious. So you start.
Right, go ahead. What
do you think it is? The only thing I can think of that would make you fall out of your seat is if Dogma was being re-released.
Okay, Matt. So Dogma was released on 4K.
Oh, was it?
Basically, like a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I already have it. Oh, wow. No, Matt, this is bigger.
Bigger than that, huh?
It's a film that I think when we talked about, we did it for a marathon, and we didn't think it was ever going to be released in physical media because the studio, Warner Brothers, was terrified, maybe, of releasing it. It's banned in a few countries. That should tell you what marathon it was part of.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Russell's The Devils.
Oh.
Potentially the full unrated cut of this film is screening at Cannes this year.
Oh, wow.
And supposedly Warner Brothers did a full 4K restoration from the original camera negative of the whole thing. It's 1 hour, 54 minutes. And from what I understand, that's the original cut of the film, which includes the really bad stuff that was banned and edited out and any other subsequent releases. So I'm shocked that this is going to happen. But if it does, folks, you got to jump on that. That is a weird, wild film. And if you can see the full version of it, it is something to take in. You could track that down, Matt. I don't even remember what episode that was when we did that. I'll have to look that up there. But our band marathon, that was probably one of my favorite marathons that we did.
Yeah.
It was the most disturbing, for sure, of all the films we watched.
True. Yeah, we watched some really messed up stuff in that one.
Yeah, episode 531.
Okay.
So that was our that was our Mank episode.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a doozy.
December 11th, 2020. So you can track that one down online, kids. All right, let's count them down. Let's talk about some big releases in physical and media, though I don't know if they're any bigger than The Devil's actually getting released.
Number 5.
We're going to go with a pair of Charles Bronson films from Kino Lorber, Riders on the Rain and 10 to Midnight, both the 4K restorations, including audio commentaries as special features and more.
4.
Criterion is putting out The Delta. Lincoln, who's not yet 18, Matt, leads a straight life most of the time. He has a girlfriend, goes to dances, jokes with guys, but he also has a secret life in which he's drawn to dark places where he has sex with men he does not know. Includes, it's a brand new 2K restoration supervised by the director Ira Sachs, audio commentary from 2001, a new interview, and includes 2 of Sachs' short films, Vaudeville and The Lady. So there.
Get 3 coffins ready.
Kino Lorber is also putting out A Kiss Before Dying. This is a neo-noir featuring Matt Dillon and Sean Young. Troubled by the death of her twin sister, Sean Young's Ellen Carlson unwillingly falls in love with an ambitious young man, Jonathan Corliss, played by Dillon. As she investigates Dorothy's death, a chance encounter reveals how little Ellen really knows about her husband. And when she doesn't know, May what? That's right, it'll kill her.
Oh, you 2 lovebirds take it easy, okay?
And then the Giallo Black Belly of the Tarantula is being released by Celluloid Dreams. It also includes, I think, a CD of the soundtrack. I might be wrong about that. Brand new 4K restoration of that one. New audio commentary. A whole bunch of new interviews with the cast and crew as well. And then your number 1, Matt, another massive release in 4K. In fact, I had this on DVD. I bought it when it came out in the special edition, which if you don't remember, it looks like it's wrapped like in what do you call it, grocery store paper bag and like tied up. Looks like a package basically. Mm-hmm. And then I've had the DVD forever. I broke down and bought the Blu-ray 2 years ago, used for like $5. but now it's released in 4K. Unfortunately, only in a steelbook, but I did have to pre-order it. From what I understand, that's what Sony does now. If they're putting out a 4K of an archival piece, some catalog title, they're doing it in a steelbook, especially if it's a film as big as Fight Club. Brand new 4K remaster of that, approved by David Fincher, includes all the archival features as well. And I don't know if there's a film that's been more, misunderstood by a group of dumb people than I can remember. I remember when this came out. This was 1999. So a year I worked at the movie theater, where I ran the theater about a year and a half. But this came out, like Magnolia came out, American Beauty came out, the John Malkovich came out. Everything. It was a massive year. I had a very lucky year. Phantom Menace. Well,
I mean, how lucky was that?
I started 3 weeks before that movie came out, so I really got my feet wet in a nightmare scenario of cinema with Phantom Menace coming out. But still, one of my favorite years. The following year was absolutely horrible. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, Matt. You're gonna pick up Fight Club in 4K, or?
Yeah, I might pick it up. I think I only have it on DVD. I don't think I have it on Blu-ray. So that is an upgrade I would do. You know what I will say though, Chris? I'm a little concerned. My 4K player, my Sony 4K player, isn't reading discs anymore. Now I need to try and clean the lens and see if that's what it is. But if it died, I'm actually very concerned at how few manufacturers are actually making 4K players and how expensive they are. I was looking it up, and my kind of middle of the road replacement is like $300. It's like $500-$600 for an upgrade. So it's like, wow, that's a commitment.
You may want to check out, is it 287 Electronics too? Maybe get a 4K region free player. And that way you can kind of knock everything out. There is is the Panasonic UB750. I know I'm butchering that. Mm-hmm. That's kind of considered the high end. That's the one to get. Yeah. And I think this past Black Friday, it was actually like 50% off or 40% off. Usually it's like a $600-$700 player that was going for like $350. So it might be good to stock that.
Yeah.
But I'm having a similar issue too. My stereo receiver. All right, folks, listen. You may not know. If you're younger than 30, you may not even know what a stereo receiver is. But it controls all your different electronics and audio stuff. You can choose different channels to hear what you want to play. So when I stream stuff through my phone, or if I'm streaming it through my computer, because my computer is connected to my Apple TV, which is connected to my receiver. So I can access my entire library, through my stereo, through the living room, because I have the whole thing set up. And after, I don't know, maybe 8-10 songs, if I'm streaming, if I do anything to change it, like if I manually go to a different song, go to a different playlist, it turns off.
Oh.
And the display has not turned back on in 5 months.
Oh, wow.
So I got the remote, so I could still go to where I need to go, but I can't see anything on there anymore. I've had this receiver for 12 years.
Yeah.
So I need to get a new one. So I'm going to probably do that this Black Friday. But you want to talk about an item that's faced a markup. Sweet Pete.
Right. Yeah.
Those things, I mean, to get a good, decent one that has, the 7.1, that has Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, all that stuff, you're talking like $700-$800 to get a decent one, I think.
Yeah, because the only people who care anymore are people who are audiophiles or, people who love their physical media or whatever. It's a niche product at this point.
Yeah, I have a few Blu-ray audio CDs or super audio CDs that I usually play through that. So, yeah, everything's horrible. All right, other 4K releases. Bridesmaids to talk about. Motel Hell is getting a steelbook from Shout Factory. And then Moneyball, the great film featuring Brad Pitt, is being released in 4K as well. So those are your big releases, Matt. Very excited for The Devils. I'm assuming it'll be some crazy package, but we'll see. But folks, if you get a chance to see it, check it out. All right, Matt, what's coming up next week on The Big Show?
I thought about trying to kind of make the song with my mouth, but I'm not going to try and hum it for you. But it's Mortal Kombat 2, and the only thing that yeah, exactly. And the only thing that does give me at least a glimmer of hope is that Carl Urban's in this thing, and he usually elevates what he's in. So even if it's garbage, it hopefully is at least entertaining garbage.
Agreed. I watched the first one again the other week, this past weekend, because I was not feeling well. So I was held up front of the house in the guest bedroom, and I popped it on. I'm like, oh, we got the new ones coming out. Let me watch it. It's still not good. Now, it's better than the original films from the 90s.
Right.
But not much. I mean, the dialogue and the acting in the new one, it's better, but still not good. There's some really bad line deliveries, and the script's got lots of problems. But I'm excited about seeing Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, too. I started to watch the original Mortal Kombat. Was that 95?
Mm-hmm.
And I popped that on. After about 20 minutes, I'm like, no, I don't need to do this to myself. Christopher Lambert shows up as Raiden.
Yep. Oh, man. God, that thing was bad.
So, yeah. All right, folks. That's enough of that. And that'll be it for this week. So, what else? You can check us out at thefirstrun.com. You can find archives of all the old shows. Listen to our discussion of the Devils. Find the report card where where I put all of our grades down. There's, the Horror Madness bracket is still on here.
Oh, nice.
We got to talk about that too, or not that, but like if we're going to do our Rotten Tomatoes game or our summer bracket thing too. We have that stuff going on there. There's a little player as well, which you go to thefirstrun.com, you hit play, and it'll just start running through episodes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Blue Sky. Do a search for The First Run. Scroll. Eventually you'll find us. And I feel like I'm forgetting one. Oh, yeah, Apple Podcasts. Head on over to Apple Podcasts. Give us a review. It'll help other people find the show. And thank you, as always, for listening. We love you all very much. Please take care of yourselves. And we'll see you all soon.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.